Organized by HEC Montreal in Canada, Social Business Creation is an impactful global platform for promoting social entrepreneurship through education, research, and advocacy. It offers training through a 4 rounds competition that provides essential knowledge on social entrepreneurship. Students will benefit from guidance of international judges and develop their ideas into a real mission-driven business. It is also a platform that promotes actionable research through international conferences and training of trainers programs for researchers and practitioners. SBC 2023 is here for you. Stay connected to our social medias, register on our website, and see you in Montreal for the grand final.
Awesome. So you know what to expect now from SBC. So for everyone who is new here and don't know about the social business creation, we count with the support of HEC Montreal. We are organized by the University HEC Montreal. It's a university in Canada. It's a well-recognized business school around the world. And we count with the triple corona of business schools, which is we're only one of the 2 institutions in Canada who count with this threefold mark of distinction. We offer courses in English, French, and Spanish, and we are well known for our expertise in social business and also as an international school with a lot of international students there. We also count with the support of the Yunus Center. So if you are in social business, you might have heard about this center before. It was created by Professor Mohammad Yunus, a Peace Nobel Prize. And we also count with the corporate support of Scotiabank, that you would see no logo very often, because thanks to them, we are allowed to give big prizes, but also we have other big sponsors who have helped us since 2016 to be able to grow different social startups. So now I would like to give the floor to Mai Tai. She will tell us more like what is the field of our work, what is social business for us.
Thank you. So the program Social Business Creation here, as you heard from our trailer video, so we want to promote social entrepreneurship. In particular, we want to promote the creation of social businesses. Here, we look for organizations that use market mechanisms to address social challenges for the betterment of society. So here, we do not just look for companies per se, we look for any organizations. Here, the legal status could be for-profit companies, could be not-for-profit organizations, could be cooperative, etc. So the legal form is just a matter of choice so that we can get resources, and it works in particular situation. But in the end, we want to promote social business. It could be a startup, it could be a project by an existing organization. Okay. And since 2016, we have grown significantly. We have alumni from 26 countries who are making great impacts in the field. And we have got participation from 154 universities so far. And we got 8 partner universities in Mexico, Argentina, Germany, Vietnam, Bangladesh, Bolivia, and Brazil. And we are still growing our network of official partnerships that allow students to work in their local languages. So I see in the list of the participants today, some from Argentina. So you can participate in Spanish. So you can take the courses in Spanish, make presentation in Spanish, but for the grand final or when you present to global judges, you will need to speak in English or have translators. Example from last year, the first prize winners did not really speak English that well. So they came with translators, but they did great jobs in Mexico and in Vietnam. Yeah. Ruth.
Awesome. Thank you, Mai. So the next slide will be about the prices, which is something I'm sure you are very interested. And we have Valentina to tell us more about which are the prices that and where is the categories.
Absolutely. As Mai said, social business, our backbones are social, environmental, and economical. And of course, in economical, we want to give seed capital for our ventures. Our big prizes are two for the startup track and for the business, established business that are $38,000. So just by applying and getting until the end, you will get to the final round and have the chance to earn this amount for your ventures. On the other side, we don't only reward the performance on the competition, we have prizes for circular economy, such as Q Davies. Also, our audience choice, so you can earn the audience choice award that gives you a scholarship for a summer session in Mosaic in Canada the next year. Besides participating in your project, you can also win prizes and scholarships in their individual performance. As you can see in the blue line, most of them are about $2,500. But we also give 10 scholarships for the most transformative entrepreneur journeys. I was a participant the last year and I earned that scholarship this year, and it's an amazing opportunity. And from those 10 outstanding entrepreneurs, one of them could earn the film prize that will cover all your expenses and manutention during this leading program. Besides, if you are an educator or you come more from an institutional partner, we also give $30,000 and $20,000 for the most like our ambassadors and the institutions that promote us the most. So this is the economical reward. But besides economical reward, we have more, and it's particularly for our three types of users. So who are we looking for? We are looking at students for all levels, for bachelor, master, PhD, MBA. We are looking for professionals, and of course, we're looking for entrepreneurs that are the backbone of our competition. For students and professionals that don't have an idea or would like to join, we have this year a new platform where you can join to a new venture. And if, for example, you want to become an entrepreneur, but you're not sure how to do it, then you can join to a startup. You can have the experience of becoming a startup. If you want to practice on a specific, like launching a new product, opening a new market, all these expertise you can practice and you can add it on your portfolio. For professionals, we offer, of course, the networking that is peer-to-peer. You can talk to more entrepreneurs and for more professionals of your same fields that have this focus on social and environmental impact. And we also offer a academic program for teachers where we have the TOT training of trainings, and you can get a specific and certificated education of social business. Finally, of course, is for our entrepreneurs. You can join with an established business or with an idea. When you just join as a lab, you compete for our big prize, and you can also have the opportunity to get more people to join in a global team.
Thank you, Valentina.
And stay until the end because we have a prize. Remember that we have a prize, important.
Yeah, we have surprised thanks to our social media strategy. So now, Mike, can you tell us more about the competition and what people should expect this year about this program?
Yeah, so SBC competition is a 7 months long program for projects, but for participants, depending on your what you want to learn and your availability. So you can participate in 1 round or 2 rounds or 3 rounds or 4 rounds. So think of SBC competition as 4 competitions. 1 competition on social innovation, 1 competition on business model, 1 competition on business growth, and 1 competition on impact acceleration. If you are the project leader, so then you enter your project from the beginning of the year in March. And then we guide you through the process until you can launch your project or execute the project successfully. And there are two tracks, startup track and established track, but the focus of today is on startup track. So I will talk more about that. Ruth, can you go to the next slide? So what do we mean by startup? So if you have an idea in incubation, you just or you have created some organizations that runs for less than 2 years, we consider it as a startup. So you are still in the process of creating your solution and mobilizing resources and testing your products and building your brand in the market. So you enter the program with just an idea, and then you learn how to develop that idea and how to bring your idea to market. But in order to be accepted in our program, your project has to be a social business. And I need to repeat the definition that your organization has to use market mechanisms to address social challenges for the betterment of the society. So we look for people with a very good heart, with a warm heart that want to contribute, want to develop something to contribute for the society. And we look for people who want to become or to get to the better version of themselves. And we look for people with projects or without projects. So if you have projects, and of course you will go through all the 7 months of the project development. If you enter without projects, then you have to apply for jobs in the projects that are accepted. And because it is a job, so you can determine whether you want to work for the full 7 months or you only want to work for different parts of the business development. So you may be interested in working for only 2 months on social innovation, where you focus your work on analyzing the problem and finding the solution. Or you may be just interested in growing the business, and then you can participate in just round 3 on execution and scale up and so on. So for individuals, you can choose to participate in full 7 months or only 2 months at a time.
Yes, and for the people who want to have more idea like about the what is like which type of projects we have had in the past, you can check our website. So it's socialbusinesscreation.hec.ca. You can go to competition tab, past editions, and you will see the list of the different ventures that we have each year. So you can click in any of them that caught your attention. So from different countries, you will see that they are all aligned with at least one UN goal. They describe their social challenge, with something you will do when you submit your proposal, and their solution idea. And you also can see the webpage. There is a landing page that all the projects have to do. And you can see their pitch video, like their crowdfunding campaign, etc. So you can have a clear idea, okay, this is the type of projects you're working on. Maybe you are not so sure what is social business, so you will have a lot of ideas there. So I encourage you to go and check our website. So the next slide is about, in a specific, the competition each round. So Mike, can you tell us more about it, please?
So we are now at the beginning of the year. We are in February. So in March, 1st of March, we are going to open our community site. And I will give you a snapshot of the community site in a few minutes. But now you will go to the community site. And if you are a project leader or you want to enter with a project, then you will make a first pitch in our community page to recruit members. So you can recruit members within our community site or from your own network, and then you bring them to the community site. And then when you feel that you are ready to propose your project, then you will submit your application with the list of your members that you accept in your team. And if you are accepted, your project will be featured on our website from the 1st of April. It's when you officially start the competition. So in March, it's the time for meeting up. And there you can meet people from around the world who join the SBC community. So we can have participants from Canada and with a project in Canada. When you pitch and someone from Mexico or Vietnam say, hey, that project is so interesting, I like to join your team. And then you will connect with each other on our platform, and you can exchange idea and your CV. So our community site is very much like a mini LinkedIn or Facebook page where you can meet each other when you present your project. And so in March, everything is very informal. All of the presentations on our community site are considered as the testing the water. So if you present and nobody is interested, then you may think about how to change your pitch or to adapt your project in a way that can get some interest. And then the competition will start on the 1st of April. There you will see the official list of the projects that are accepted in the competition. And if you are accepted to the competition, you will be invited to the SDG Investment Fair that will take place in Montreal at the end of September and early October. So the first advantage is no matter what your performance is in the competition, you will have a slot at the SDG Investment Fair. So what do you have to do in the first round? As the project leader, you will coordinate your team for the performance that SBC looks for. You will need to provide evidence of your field work. So what you have done and what you have learned from your field work that help you improve your solution. Here, the challenge is to get support from the public. So you will need to go out and present your solution. So you have to identify your beneficiaries, and then you have to pitch your solution to all of your stakeholders, meaning all the people and organizations that are involved in your project or touched by your project in one way or another. So after each presentation to the stakeholders, your challenge is to get their stamp of approval so they can express their support to you through a letter of endorsement or through the vote on your project or through reference. So you need to demonstrate to us the result of your performance. So now we focus on startup. Remember today's topic is just on startup. So it's just an idea, right? So you don't have a business yet. But then we ask you to go out and ask everybody about the idea of creating this organizations and providing your solution to the public. And the people who want to join the team, the regular member, can just focus on this round. So you can divide the job, like someone will be responsible for doing literature review to know what kind of solutions already exist, and to do a market survey to know what kind of solutions are already executed in the market. And then we would like to have someone to go out and ask people about your solution. So brief, the end of this round, your challenge is to provide evidence of your fieldwork and evidence of support you receive. Yeah? So in order to move to the next round, you must score 30 points over 100. So we allow you to fail, but fail at certain point. So if you do not get 30 points over 100, your project will be eliminated, but you are not eliminated. So you can look at the list of the projects that are accepted to the next round and then ask them to accept you in the team. So it will be like a funnel. At the beginning of the competition, we can have a lot of projects, and then after each round, certain number of projects will be eliminated. The members of eliminated project stay in the community and join other teams. This way, we really channel the resources for the projects that make sense. And don't be afraid to fail this time, because sometimes it's just because you are not ready yet. You can continue working on your idea if you are that motivated, but you will understand why you fail as you go along with our training. So there will be 2 rounds. Each competition. So if you look at social innovation competition, there are 2 rounds. The first round is the regional round, and then it will be managed by our regional hubs. So we have 9 hubs. You see in Mexico, we have 2 hubs. In Brazil, we have 1. In Vietnam, we have 1 that is, and in Bangladesh, we have 1. And in India, we have 1, and so on. So if you come from countries where we don't have a hub, then it will be managed by a special team of HEC Montreal. So then HEC Montreal will have like a regional hub for Canada and also the rest of the world. All right. So now you will be first in the regional round, and if you are the top 30% of the regional round, then you will have the opportunity to meet with our coaches one-on-one. So each team will have a slot of 1 hour, 20 minutes directly with the global coaches. And our coaches come from investment network. So you will have very early interaction with the investors. But in order to meet with them, you have to be in the top 30% of the regional round. But as long as you meet 30 points over 100, whether you are in the top 30 or not, you are still accepted to the next round. So Ruth, you go to the next round.
To the next one. Yes.
Yeah. So here, what we call the next round of the competition actually itself is a business model competition. And here, again, you will learn how to develop your first business model. You have to present the prototype of your product or service and your solution. So the challenge here is to convince the judges that you have a business model that could make profit. You see the difference between the social innovation round and the business innovation round is about the value you can create. Social innovation, you talk about the social value, what kind of impact you want to create, and whether you are accepted by the community where you launch your social innovation. In the business innovation round, you have to demonstrate that you are accepted in the supply chain. You have a business model that would work. And in this round, you have to start doing your crowdfunding and crowdsourcing campaign. This is a methodology to validate if you are able to sell the economic values that you can create. So this round is really on profitability. Round 1, we only talk about impact. Round 2, business innovation, we only talk about profit. And imagine that we may have some members of the social innovation round that can continue with the work with the business innovation round, or they can just stop. And then only a few people stay or new member come in, it's all right. And remember that during the competition, if at certain point you don't like working with the team anymore, you want to move to another team, that's okay. So, but then you have to be accepted by the new team, right? So, for every round, you always have to go through the regional round first. And in business innovation, you have to score 30 points over 100 in order to get to the next round. If you are among the top 30%, you have opportunity to meet with our investors. So next to the third round. Third round, we also focus on profitability and we focus on growth. This round, you must score 60 points over 100 to pass. And you also go through the regional round and then to the global round. And in order to get prizes, here in social innovation round, there are 10 prizes for the business idea. Business innovation round, we have 8 prizes for the business concept. In the execution and scale up round, we have 6 prizes for the goal-oriented organization. And now, if you are among the teams that pass to round 4, then you go to accelerate the impact. Ruth, can you move to the next? Yeah. And so the impact acceleration round, we focus on how you can really multiply your impact. So after 4 rounds of the competition, you will develop a balanced organization, the balanced social business that is good at creating impact and also good at making profit. So in round 4, you will also have to pass the regional round. If you are among the top 30%, you will be invited to the grand final. And in the grand final week, you will participate in the boot camps with business visit, where we'll show you how a social business create impact. And then you will also have an opportunity to work with our coaches who are also investors before you make your semi-final presentation. So in the semi-final presentation, we will select top 3 from the startup track and top 3 from the established business track to make a grand final presentation. And for the rest, all of the teams that do not make to the top 6 still have the opportunity to join the SDG investment fair. And hopefully that some investors will be motivated by your project to continue working with you, or you can recruit new members to continue refining your project, to continue developing it for the future, or re-enter the competition in the next edition. All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Mai. And if anyone has like, you want to get deeper, etc., you always can check our webpage, and you will see round by round how it has to be developed and what is expected from you in each of them. So now we have like a testimony, and Mai, I think you can say some words about this group, because you knew them very well.
So Humanizate is from Mexico and entered the competition, and nobody spoke English at that time, just in Spanish. But enter which is an idea of seeing a lot of people having depression because of COVID. And then the psychologist came up with a methodology that could help people get over the depression. And then with that idea, this team is enter the competition. And then you can hear the testimony of how the team developed and end up being the first prize winner of last year.
I'm very, very happy because our team grows very much with all the competitions since March 2022 to today. We grew up 400%, 500%, I don't know. I highly recommend, because all the learning was, like say, the credit card is priceless. It's priceless, all the learning that you obtain. You don't have any doubt to enroll to this competition.
Thank you, and thank you to all the team from the Humanizate. You want to say some words more, Mai?
Yeah, and I would like to show how our community site works. Though it will be a bit complicated, but I just want to give you a snapshot at what it would looks like. Mm-hmm. So do you want me to share the screen, or you can share the screen on your side? Let me share the screen then. Okay, and the site will be officially open on the 1st of March. So you see that is the our community site. So when you go to our site, so you will be able to see the members. So here we have just a few examples of our alumni, and we are still updating the information from our alumni. But as you enter, you will be able to see all the teams, and then you can connect with people, and you can see here this person, and then you will see who that person is, and you can see the photo and the documents. It's like a CV. This person talk to you, and you can choose to connect to the person. So, for example, you click on the connect, And so there will be a request sent, and if she accepts, you will be connected. And then you can always write messages to people. So imagine that you want to find a person, you want to write to admin here, and you'll see that we have the hubs here, admin hub. So for example, you want to write to foreign trade universities, it's our hub in Vietnam. So, and then you say, I have a question, and then you can send a photo and videos of your questions. So I just want to make an example of a picture that you might. Okay, so here it's prizes, and then you can talk to the person like this. But then you can write to another person, say Anna. So see, and then you can talk to the person. Hi, Anna. Let's team up. Okay, so you can find the people by looking here. So when you register for your account on the community site, you will also present your profile here. So you can give a quick, so now for me, as an example, I go here. So when people find me, they will be able to see here. So I provide my basic information here. I will tell who I am, and then I can upload my CV. So I will give here. And when I upload my CV, I can make it as a private, or I can make it open to whoever. So let me show you my CV. Yeah, and then I can choose that, okay, my CV can be open to public, or my CV is open to only members of the community site, or my CV, this document is open to connection. So for example, I want to keep my CV only to my connection. So here, and then it's done. So you see that now when I'm connected with Anna, so Anna will be able to see my CV. And then, but then if I choose, for example, I say, okay, my CV, I can change it, like making it available for the public to see. Here I can make it now. If I click on public, so anyone on the community site can see it. So the same thing where I go for, I can make a short video telling who I am. And again, I can make this video available for the whole public. Or only members of the community site, or only my connection, or it's just for me to keep it my document here so that I can send. So for example, you see in the document, I have one document, I say, I keep it only for me here. So then when I talk with someone, I can have the download link, and now I can talk to a lab leader. So if I look for someone looking for a new project, and I search for this person, I see this one is looking for a project, and I can write a message to this. And I say, okay, so I have a project to tell you here. Do you want to join? So this kind of chat that you can go on the system. So you know that as of the 1st of March, when the site is open to the whole world, so you'll be able to connect to people from anywhere in the world. And here you can look for people from the country. You can go here by the geographical area, or you look for the people, look for alumni, so you can ask the experience, how it goes, and find new buddies. So we really want to create a community. So now imagine for the group. So you can browse through the group. So here's an example of a group like VCAP. So here, and you will see the photo of the group. So that when they pitch their project, they have the videos and then the documents that are available for the public. and then you see the description of the project, what it's about. And so you have the short description is here, is one-liner is here, and then you can see more detail, and then you can look at what the group present to the public, and you ask to join. Or so now I requested membership, but I have not been accepted. That's why it's still here. Or you can go and say, look at another project like this project, but this is a private, so you can ask the so the here I have to go for the project that are still public. Okay. So for example, I am already a member of this group. And then as I am a member of this group, I can join the discussion of the group. So I can create a team. Okay, and then you can create it here at the post. Then I can send it to like
The first one is for the people. So in high team is for the
yeah, it's a hack, yeah. So here that you can really discuss within the members of the group. So how do you create a new group? So when you can create a group by going to group, and then you can create so you have a group and you can invite people to the group. So now I could have asked people to join. So right now, no invitation yet. So, but the idea here is that you could create the group, you see the group and all the group that exists, and you can ask. And because for this project, I am not allowed to create a group yet, but yeah, because of the member status, but later we will add. So because I have to sign in with another as a lab leader in order to create a group. But at first I just apply to SBC and then I signal that I want to create the group. And then when I create the group, then I can make it as a private group. It's only for me to talk with a few people, or I can make it a public group to present my project. All right. So, but then we are going to create a video tutorial so that you can see in detail the step by step, and the site will be open on the 1st of March.
Thank you, Mai. Yes, so it's just to give you a snapshot of what it's gonna look like. So it's a new platform we have for this year. So just go 1st of March to the webpage that we have, and you will have there the link directly to the community side. You have all these steps to register your projects, but you already know which are the criteria that we're looking for in this track. Another administrative important topic is about the administration fee. So there is just one-time payment that you have to do. First, like the application fee, it's none. So you don't have to pay to apply. You don't have to pay to submit your project. So this is covered by the sponsorship that we have. Once your project is accepted, you have to get the payment per person of 200 Canadian dollars, which is paid just at the beginning, but then you don't have to pay it for like the online training that we have. We have the course, online course, and we have the coaching sessions, we have workshops, etc. So you don't have to pay for all of these across the year. It's only for the administration fee. And the training in Montreal, if you are among the global finalists, also the SDG fair is free for everyone if you are being accepted to the competition. So to meet investors, to have the training, to have our resources, like the materials, everything is gonna be just covered with this one-time payment that allow us to run the competition across the year in terms of administration fees. So we are almost at the end of the session today. So as we said at the beginning, we have a surprise for everyone. So if you are here, I suspect you are interested in social entrepreneurship. So Valentina, you can tell them more.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, thank you everyone for staying until the end. And as we mentioned in the beginning, we have a surprise. $200 for the competition is nothing compared to the leading education that you will have, like a regular course at HSA or at any top university. It's around $1,000, and here we have only $200 because we are working towards a sustainable and social purpose. However, we don't want that money becomes a barrier for any of the participants. And we have scholarships. We have, like, for example, the last year I was a participant and I get a scholarship. So we have a scholarship for you right now. And is if you post a story on your TikTok introducing yourself and explaining what is your video, what is your social business, or what is your idea, and you tag us at SBC Heck, you will participate for one of the scholarships that we will give in the next 24 hours. It's very important that you tag us, because if you don't tag us, we cannot see your video. And you can assure your spot, and you don't need to think about the payment. If you already have a project, then of course the idea is that comes with a project, but in case that you don't have a project, then you can already have your spot in our platform and to join any of the teams. So here I make a video, like as an example of how to win a scholarship.
My name is Valentina Ladino. I'm from Colombia, and I deserve to win the scholarship because I am the founder of a marketplace of social and environmental ventures. I centralize 52 ventures, and I've been in the market for more than 3 years. So that demonstrates that I have a high commitment and a high level of perseverance in this social business.
Okay, so here you can see an example. You can be more creative. You can add songs. Like, even if we have 2 or 3 applications that are really good, we can open the spots for you. So don't be shy and act right now.
Okay, thank you, Valentina. And if you have always like any question, requests, of anything, you can always reach us through our social networks, like to Messenger or like in Facebook or LinkedIn, or also in Instagram. We are very active now in Instagram, so you will see more updates there as well. So I guess there must be a lot of questions. We'll try to cover them in the 10 minutes that we have left for the event. So if anyone has a question, like for any part of the competition, you can raise your hand or just write it in the chat, and we're gonna try to answer them right now. So about the registration process, like in detail, we will upload tutorials later on our website. So we have Rolando Rualcaba. Yes.
Good morning, girls. How are you today? Yes, I do have a question, and it's about the last part, the video part. So, how long should it be, like for tomorrow?
As it is a story, it shouldn't be longer than 1 minute, 1 minute and a half. But we don't have a time limit. Like, if you really want to put your effort and show your whole business idea, you can do it. The important thing is to tag us, because if you don't tag us, we cannot see the application.
Okay, thanks. Perfect.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Then we have one more question, but still, if you have any question about the challenge, you can always text in the Instagram page, and Valentina will help you with that. So Mustafa, I'm not so sure.
Hello, everybody. Just had a question about the members of every project. Like, if I am the team leader of one project, how many members I need to have at the minimum, and how many we can have at maximum?
Minimum is 1, but we require minimum 1 student per team. That is very important. So, so imagine if you are a business and you want to enter the competition, and then you must offer internship for at least 1 student to include in the team. So we require, as the team, minimum one person, but we ask at least one person of the team must be student.
Okay, and if it's all a team of students at the end, is it okay too?
No, not a problem.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's a minimum. And in terms of maximum, it depends on the business you create, right? You can have 1,000 members in your team. It's okay. So look at the big companies, like how many people you can have. So there's no maximum in terms of number of people. So I can give you an example from last year team, Me Palette. It started with 2 members, but then ended up with more than 20 people. So it's okay too.
Perfect, thank you. And I just had one last question. Like, is there any time for following all the mentoring in the program until the 7 month? Like, if I am like a worker in a company right now, like based in Montreal, is it possible, like all the course and all that stuff, we can do it the night, or it's really like the morning that we do it?
So in terms of the online courses to help you with the concepts and the approach, that it's online and you can do it at your own time. Whenever you're available, you can log in and to read the materials and watch the video and do the quiz so that you can do it on time. And in terms of the presentation for the competition, then you can register for the slot, first come, first serve, because we will base on the number of the teams. And then we will have the slot for the coaching slots if you are in the top 30%. And then you say, oh, I want to reserve this slot because it's my availability. So it's first come, first serve.
Okay,
For, the one-on-one coaching and the presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And remember that the minimum one person of the team must follow the training. So it's very important. And if you are accepted, if your team is accepted in the coaching session, we ask that all of your team members participate in the coaching session and the presentation. If the people who do not participate in the coaching session and the presentation will not receive the certificate of participation. So in reality, you could have a team of 5 people, but only one person participate in the coaching and the presentation. So only that one person get the participation certificates.
Okay, awesome, thank you. And we have one from Martin Segalerba in the chat. So he asked, if we become one of the global finalists, is the cost of the trip and stay in Montreal covered?
No, so it's your responsibility to look to crowdfund your resources to come to Montreal. And because here it's an opportunity for you to meet with investors. So, and then you have chance to win prizes. And we do not ask everybody of your team to come to Montreal, only minimum one person. So imagine that if you come from a team with that all of your team members don't have the funding to come to Montreal. So try to recruit one person who has the funding. Because imagine if you want to really launch your project and none of you have any money, then I don't think you will be able to start your project anyway. So try to recruit as soon as you can, one person with a financial strength enough to come to Montreal.
Mm-hmm. Or you can use the community site to find people that are already in Montreal. So because we are HEC Montreal University, so this year we're gonna work hard to find students who can, who are interested in your own projects as well. So last year we had the example of one project, Home Peru. So if there's someone from Peru, that's what something that happened. The girls didn't have the money to come, but they recruited someone from Mexico who traveled for them. So it's also helped them. It's always finding the way. And we also have the Jan Million, I don't remember the name of the prize, but it's one prize to cover the fees, right? Like the travel trip.